So, I heard from a little birdie that you got... What?
I'm pregnant? What?
Are you pregnant?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm the second man in Oregon to have a baby.
So, I heard that you got offered to be in a certain show.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. I wish I would have done it.
What show?
Naked and Afraid.
Mm-hmm. What season?
This current season.
No way. Why didn't you do it?
Discovery Channel.
So we've gotten super into Naked and Afraid.
You?
Don't give me that drama.
It's hilarious.
So, I'm not saying I want to do it tomorrow, but I'm saying it's very interesting. I could see myself getting into it.
Oh yeah,
and going and doing
it. You would be more fitting on the show than me.
Why wouldn't you want to go do that? First off, how did they contact you?
It was a producer. She just sent me a direct message on Instagram.
Okay, so she saw your Instagram.
Yeah.
What did she say?
I don't remember how the message read, but it was like, "Hey, I'm a producer from Naked and Afraid. Would you ever want to be on the show?" And I was like, "What a delete." Then I was like, "Wait," and I looked at her profile. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's a producer for the show."
Right.
And I was like, is this a joke? Like, why me? And then I think I asked her some questions back and forth. Mm-hmm. She was asking me about my outdoor experience.
Would I have to be naked? Would I have to?
Well, actually, no. My first question was, I thought you'd never ask. No, that's not a question. No, I said something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I did absolutely. No, hang on. I should actually look at my phone. Because my question to her was something slightly inappropriate.
Yeah.
About nudity. I was just having a good time.
Well, you're breaking the ice.
Oh, no, I know what I said.
Yeah.
I said, no, here's what it was. I said, I thought you'd never ask. And then she said, we went back and forth. And then I remember I said, should I send you some nude pics now?
Oh my God.
Like assuming that they would need them. And she's like, oh no, we don't need those. She was like, no, please stop.
Oh my God.
I would never do that.
That would be very weird. Yeah. If they were like, we need to see that up front.
33 or 34, however old I am, year old man, married man, having a good time.
They blur it all out anyway. It's not like there's going to be some surprise.
Yeah, but you're still there in real life with real people.
Well, what's so surprising that somebody couldn't get over it in 30 days, whatever it is, or 20 days?
Couldn't get over it?
Over whatever.
Oh, couldn't last?
I know, I'm saying, if there's any surprise that they needed to pre-filter out via a photograph ahead of time.
Oh.
What could it possibly be? Even if it was like, I don't know.
Like what? What would it be like?
I'm trying to think of it.
Come on. Give me something.
This is funny. I don't know. I can't get creative enough. That would be very funny if that was part of their filtering process. If they literally were like, this is part of our filtering process. Who's going to be the judges?
I don't know, man. They're all about ratings. That's what they care about.
Actually, you ever watch Arrested Development? You ever seen that?
Maybe one show. I'm not sure.
There's one of the characters who is a never nude. So even when he takes off his pants, he's still wearing jean shorts. It's played by David Cross.
That's
absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Because he's so attached to these jean shorts. And for a while he gets around them or something. Like they break away and then they're back again. And then he bumps into somebody during the show. And he's like, oh, I saw you at the conference in Germany. So it's like a subset of people that get together for conferences and things. But it's a small subset because later on in the show he yells and he's like, there are dozens of us. Dozens. So not a large group. Anyway, lots of good content there. Better watch the show. Moving on. Why were you not interested? That's a pretty fun opportunity.
I talked back and forth with Amy. They wanted to fly me down to do basically an in-person interview.
Okay.
So I declined to do that. Probably. I would assume. No. And afraid.
No. Just holding the knife the whole time. What's your name?
Yeah. Walk into a dark room, take your clothes off, and then bunch of moaning and monkey sounds, and you're like, oh! I mean, like, I don't know.
He looks afraid.
He's naked.
Yeah. Oh,
You're in.
Yeah.
Urine. No, not urine. Get it?
Wish I could edit this. Anyway.
No, I actually talked with Amy, and I was like, and I texted my family, and they're, of course,
Did you know the location?
I think it was like Cambodia.
Really?
Or, yeah, it was somewhere wild.
So you actually were thinking about it because you were having conversations about it.
Dude, I was like texting people. I was like, should I do this? And I was basically saying that as a joke, thinking in my head, 95% chance.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do this. But I was like, but there's a chance.
Yeah.
But here's what it was.
Could you start a fire?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have the primitive skills. But they did question my primitive skills because they're like, we can tell you're good with, normal stuff.
Yeah,
but that's why they want to have me come down and whatever.
Right.
But and because I said, well, of the people that come down, what % actually get on the show? And they're like, pretty high chance. If we have you come down, pretty high chance.
Yeah.
Unless you're a total weirdo.
Right. Or you get down there, you're like, oh, what's a fire? Like, how do I do? Can I bring my lighter?
Yeah. Yeah. But Blue Flame. Remember that? Can't be on me.
Don't remember. But yeah. They don't let them bring a lighter, do they?
I think you can bring one.
Because they bring the
flint.
Yeah, but wouldn't they want to bring a lighter instead?
No, flint and spark, man. You don't need a lighter if you have flint.
All right.
I don't know. But tinder and splint flint.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what the deal breaker was. You know what the deal breaker was?
Alligators.
Well, my ethics were my number one. I was like, do I really want this out there? And adult me was me naked on the television in front of the world. And I was like, no, my family would be ashamed of me. But I was like, secretly, 16-year-old Seth is like, yeah. I wanted to.
But it's all blurred out. Like, nobody can see anything.
Still, I got kids, man. Bottom line is, so I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure that 90% of my reasoning is going to be ethics if I say no. But the deal breaker was how much they pay you. I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to pay me $100,000 for it.
It's about $1,000 a day, right?
Yeah. If you make it the full 21 days.
Yeah.
Maximum $21,000 at best, or $1,000 ruin your reputation. I don't think so.
Isn't it an opportunity though? Like if I had those skills, which maybe I'll learn those skills from you, and I'll go do Naked and Afraid because I'm about it.
We're not getting naked together, if that's what you're saying.
No, primitive skills. I just need to ramp up on those.
But naked is primitive.
What I'm saying is, I learned those skills. I would look at it. I didn't even know they got paid. I thought it was just an opportunity.
Well, like to rep your stuff?
No, like to have...
Get on the radar of people?
No. To have the ability to go out with another person and know that, like, there's a team that's watching you and waiting alongside, so if the worst happens, you can just pull the parachute.
Why is that an opportunity? What do you mean?
If you were going to go and do that on your own.
But I'm not.
No, I'm saying if you were going to go and do that on your own, you would have to pay a crew to just sit there and watch you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's mostly...
And to drive, you would have to pay a crew to fly you out there, to go with you, to film you, and to, then edit it up.
Okay, but I would never want that. Because it's mostly a miserable experience and awkward.
I don't believe in awkward, number one. But number two, I don't see us miserable.
I believe in awkward.
For awkward to occur...
You don't believe in awkward?
For awkward to occur, everybody has to agree that it was awkward.
Do you don't believe in awkward?
You know what I mean. See, like... I get it.
That was awkward. Do something awkward right now. You're really awkward right now.
I'm just not talking right now. But what I'm saying is, there's so many times when people will say, oh, that was awkward, right? Okay, imagine a professional setting where one person is like big boss man, the other person is first day on the job man, or woman. And they get there and they say, they feel like something awkward happened.
Okay.
Boss lady's like, no, nothing awkward happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like most of the time, in those kind of settings, for example, somebody will be like, oh, it's so awkward. And the other person will just be like, this is not awkward. So what I'm saying is usually
Oh, sure.
a majority of folks have to agree that something awkward occurred.
But usually you're not snuggling a stranger naked at night while it's 30 degrees and hyenas are screaming. That's awkward.
I see. I don't subscribe to that being awkward.
Anyway.
I subscribe to that being unique.
Okay.
Not normal. Definitely something I talk about with my wife beforehand.
Okay. Anyway, I didn't do it. I knew I wouldn't, but I liked to entertain the idea that I would.
Why would you not do it? Oh man.
I still. Well, they told me I could come back to them. They told me I could come back to them and apply another time. I didn't even apply.
Okay, we're gonna do a trip, and you'll teach me primitive skills. And then I'll take your
naked
slot.
Or not naked?
Not naked.
Not naked.
Then I'll take your slot.
Okay.
You'll say this guy knows primitive skills.
Okay.
I gotta learn how to identify stuff. I think that's the number one thing.
Do you remember that time we went fishing on the Deschutes River?
Because it's been on my mind a lot. Like
what?
Naked and Afraid. I mean, we've cruised recently through. Like it's just been on in our house.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
it's a top 5 show in this house.
For like the last month or something, we've cruised through like almost like 6 seasons of it.
What?
And 2 seasons of the other show. So like 8 seasons.
Breaking Bad were only worthy of that amount of time.
No, I'm just saying it's
Arena
can't get enough of it.
Oh wow.
Go. So bottom line is
it's an interesting show.
It's been on my mind a lot about what you would do, how you would do it, all those primitive skills. It seems like the flint fire starter is a great way to go. Also seems like the pot is a pretty good way to go. So you can do the water. Having those 2 things is pretty good. And then it's a bunch of interesting things. There was one dude who was like, I'm going to get out there. I want to thrive. And so if I was going to do it, I would want to be that guy. Because the way that he was approaching it, like he did thrive. Like he did it like it was a breeze, almost like it was just a vacation. It was unreal. But the whole point of it was there's, you know how you can be like in front of the wave, surfing the wave, or you can be behind the wave, missing the wave the whole time.
Yeah.
And so he was just in front of the wave. He was just like using, and all that really boils down to is
preparation.
Well, preparation's a part of it, but the vibe that I got from his approach was basically, and this is all speculation, obviously, because of course the editor is going to do whatever they're going to do.
Producer.
But the vibe that I got from that guy's approach was that he was basically he knew what to do, and he was just going to do that.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't. A lot of the people that get on that show, they're not quite sure what to do, and then they're like, I think I'll do this, and then they kind of they put in a ton of effort, and they don't like necessarily make it. They kind of half-ass it. I'm not saying like they actually half-ass it, because I know their survival's on the line, so they're probably like giving it all that they can. But what I'm saying is, in relative terms, it seems like they kind of like the fire starting people, for example. Like sometimes it seems from the viewer's perspective that sometimes they're half-assing it,
or that they're not sure that that's the thing they should be doing. Therefore,
or
they're not
too.
fully invested.
Yeah, it's kind of this whole thing of like,
I'm doing this thing, but should I be doing that?
Maybe that. Yeah, a little bit of like just kind of some uncertainty and some of those kind of things, and this whole point of like, should I be hunting today? I don't know. Let me think about it. And then the next scene is like next day. So they've been thinking about it all day. It's like, no, get in there especially while you have like so if I was going to do it, I would get a big caloric load before I go, right? I'd just beef up ahead of time. This is what you do for a marathon, right? Yeah. Night before, you just stockpile.
Spaghetti.
Yeah. Pizza. I ran a marathon. It was just pasta frenzy.
Was that
the
Portland?
Night before? Seattle.
They canceled Portland this year.
No, Portland's gone forever.
Forever?
Portland Marathon is gone forever.
Why? How?